Hi everyone, I'm Edward, and this is the start of our web series we are looking forward to doing all the time. My son and I run the Click Online Media, and this is part of the channel. Looking forward to doing weekly updates all the time. My son's about to hit go on the camera, and he's going to go off and do some homework. So this is just me talking, and it's basically a web series where I'm going to talk about things that are affecting the lives of Melbourne and the things that are going on in our city right now. So let's get the ball rolling. I've promised myself to do no more than 12 minutes each time, and I'm going to try and stick to 12 minutes. So we'll start today with talking about the vegan protests that happened in Melbourne over the last few days. Now, the vegan protests, everyone knows that everyone's got the right to protest. Everyone agrees that everyone has the right to protest in a natural and normal society, and we're really happy about that. But this situation is a little bit unique, where entire roads were blocked, entire people were chained together. The police had to remove people forcibly in order to allow emergency vehicles through and things like that there. This is not helping the overall cause of the vegan movement. In fact, I think it is actually taking the vegan movement back a step. Basically, I believe that the problem right now is that I've got friends of mine who have unfriended me on Facebook. They think that's fine because I don't fit inside their societal rights. And that really has upset me, because I'm going, you wouldn't, I mean, God knows I'm not gay, but I would not remove someone from my Facebook that's gay because I have no problem with them being gay. I would not remove someone from being vegan from my Facebook because I have no problem with them being vegan. I don't have an issue with any form of living that we do as long as it doesn't hurt another person. But what this vegan movement is actually doing is they are actually hurting other people. So let's be real here, guys. The vegan movement, great. I went vegan for 3 months. I didn't survive it. I didn't think it was that crash hot in the end, and it actually started to affect my health. So I went back to eating everyday meals. I mean, it's like going to China and saying, I'm going to have Chinese tonight. No, you're going to have food. I'm going to have food tonight. That food may include meat, it may not. These days, right now, at the moment, I'm pretty angry, so I'm actually eating meat on purpose. And I think there's a lot of people out there right now that are doing exactly that. They're being facetious, they're being a little bit nasty, but they are eating on purpose more red meat than they have before, and more other meat than they have before. Anyway, that's my feelings on the vegan movement at the moment, and let me know in the comments down there if you want to know more about what I feel about this and the different things, different conversation we can have about this. Moving along, the other day I saw a Facebook page that said millennials don't know how good they've had it. They've had air conditioning in their classrooms, they have computers on their desks, they have this, they have that, they have all this other stuff. Well, I'd like to remind all the people my age, I'm Gen X, I'm older than millennials, but younger than baby boomers, only by a few years, by about 10 years almost. And it's really important that we point out that baby boomers are the ones that actually cause most of the issues that we have right now, and the builders, the Gen Ys, are the ones that have caused a lot of the issues we have right now. Now, that doesn't mean that we're innocent. Gen X, we closed our eyes. We played monkey, you know. We spoke no evil, saw no evil, heard no evil. We didn't want to know anything about the issues that we were having in the world. We turned a blind eye to climate change. We turned a blind eye to all the other situations we've got here. We turned a blind eye to the fact we could one day run out of oil. We've just basically said, oh, I'll just let it roll. The next generation will figure it out. Well, the millennials come along and they turned around and said, hey, we have got a problem and we need to do something about it. But millennials are not the ones that are going to solve this. In fact, we're relying pretty heavily on Gen Zs to resolve this for us. So let's be nice to the Gen Zs and the millennials, okay? They're the ones that are actually starting to fix this up for us all. And another ones that are going to give the Gen As, the new generation that's coming through right now, the possibility of a long life. So, you know, there's the saying I've got is baby boomers caused it, baby boomers caused it, Gen X ignored it, millennials saw it, and Gen Z fixes it. And that's the way it's going to be, because that's just the way the generations work. You know, it's been like this forever, and we've just got to hope that there are solutions to a lot of the problems and situations that are out there. I think personally that we'll see a huge change in the next 20 years if I'm alive to see it, and I reckon it's going to be caused by the new science coming through from the millennials and the Gen Zs, and hopefully we'll see some good ways and good things to do with this. One of the funniest things I saw today was the stupid, crazy senator up in Queensland or New South Wales saying that that electric utes are a bad idea. And I couldn't believe it. I went to myself, electric utes are a bad idea. Hang on. No one's taking away the petrol utes, and electric utes are a great idea. They actually can tow more. They can build up speed faster. They can do a lot more, and they cost nothing to run. And their engines will last longer, and they'll have less mechanical issues. But you know, our world, we're very close to complaining about everything, and that's the way we are. And I mean, that's why I'm running this web thing called, you know, Just Me Talking. Let's talk about the NBN, the good old NBN. Predicted 3 months ago that the NBN was going to become a political hot potato. And sure enough, today and yesterday we saw that it is becoming a hot potato. In 2008, I stood in front of 200 odd executives from around Australia and said the NBN was going to fail in its current format. Not fibre to the curb, fibre to the premises, or fibre to anything else. I said it was going to fail in the rollout because it's not going to be done properly, and I was right. It hasn't been done properly. It's been done to make a lot of money for a number of companies in Australia, and those companies are making more money than they should and need to. But you know, what can we do right now about that? There's not very much. What we can do is make sure that the NBN is managed properly after this coming up election, and that means that we've got to make sure that the pits are given access, that the people have given access to put it out there. I want to see the NBN work. I just don't have much faith in our government being able to run it. It should have been private enterprise from the start. The government contractors have absolutely rotted the country, and I predicted all this. So I'm really happy with myself that I predicted it, and I'm also upset that I was right. What can I do? So what I want to see in the NBN though is a number of companies, a number of organisations actually accept it and move it on and help it to grow, because we do need a high-speed network. Now the biggest problem we have right now, and this was the prediction I made in 2008, is our pipe between us and the US and between us and the UK was too slow, and that's being resolved at the moment with huge amounts of data being pumped across the channels. And let's hope that we can actually get the NBN rolled out to everyone. My prediction right now is that NBN will be told that it's going to be abandoned before the election, and then we'll be told that if Party A or Party B is voted in, they will continue to roll it out. The thing we should be looking for though is 5G. 5G is the cable remover, and I think 5G is the thing that we're going to see that will turn the internet on its head in Australia. It'll certainly give us a lot more availability and a lot more speed, and more speed means we can do more. So let's hope that the NBN actually gets resolved and sorts itself out and turns into something amazing. Now this series that I'm doing, Just Me Talking, I'm going to be talking about other things as well, and I'm going to be having a laugh about certain things. We're going to do some videos. We're already starting to put some together, and one of the things that we really love to chat about and have a laugh about is this mob here, the Flat Earth Society, and the way that they believe that the Earth is flat. Now let me start right now by saying that the Earth is a globe. Okay, if you're out there and you're a flat earther and you don't want to hear me talking about how the Earth is a globe, or if you want to flame me or have some fun, by all means subscribe, by the way, guys. You know, if you want to see me and abuse me for my belief that the Earth is actually a globe, then by all means subscribe and tell me how rotten I am, because I'll happily take it on the chin, because I'm an adult. One of my favourite YouTubers, Simon Dan. Shout out to you, Simon Dan. You're a legend. I love watching your videos come through. I'm going to put a link in the description down below in the YouTube channel. This is absolutely, he's one of the guys that makes me laugh every time he does a flat earth Flat Earth Friday or a Tinfoil Tuesday, and they're the sort of things that we want to do here as well. But only once a week we'll look at this, and it's just going to be me talking about it. No interviews, it's just me rambling on like I am now. So Flat Earth is one of those things that we're going to be looking at and having fun with. By all means, if you're into Flat Earth Society stuff and if you ever like to have a laugh, then join in as well. I'll probably dedicate a couple of episodes throughout the year or every now and again to talking about the Flat Earth Society, because I find it fascinating. Now, last thing I'm going to say on Flat Earth before I actually go back to the title screen is, if the Earth really was flat, wouldn't all the cats pushed everything off it by now? Because that's what cats do. They're assholes. No, I don't really think, well, cats are interesting beasts, but, they would push everything off the Earth. I mean, let's be honest here, that's what they do. Anyway, thanks very much for joining me. I'm going to roll this out with the title again. Oh, it's a bit loud, isn't it? Thank you for joining me today, and hopefully we'll get some of this stuff understood, and we'll actually do better stuff as we go along. There we go. Well, let's drop it down a little bit more. And let us know what you want us to talk about. Anyone that knows me knows I can talk underwater with marbles in my mouth. And I want to sort of get out some ideas out there and just spread stuff around and get people talking. But I want people talking in an intellectual, enlightened format. I don't want people yelling at each other. The world is full of a lot of people yelling. Hey, look at me. But there's very few people these days that actually talk, and I'm willing to talk to anyone about any subject at all. We've got another channel, another segment every week where we talk to people and interview people. If you want to come on the channel and talk to me about things that I'm talking about, then by all means join us. Until then, have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. Live life. Don't work for life. And we'll see you next time on the channel. Thanks very much, everyone.